Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Darkwell Algo, and I just wanted to take a quick second to do a kind of a disclaimer for this next video that you're going to watch in this tutorial series. I'm going to be describing an indicator that is not officially part of the FlowTrade trade system. So, if you're part of the FlowTrade Discord, if you're in there trading with the FlowTrade structured system, this is not an officially sanctioned, or this is not an official trading strategy or indicator that they use. I don't want it to confuse you that are new and getting in and learning from the traders there. This is mainly for educational. This is also for our viewers who aren't part of the Discord yet, who haven't signed up for FlowTrade. I'm just trying to provide a service for some technical analysis for anybody who's new to getting in the stock market, or just getting started. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into the video. Just again, if you've got any questions about the strategies that are being taught at FlowTrade, make sure you reach out to your mentor. And again, have a great day. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video. Thanks for joining me. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Darkwell Algo, and oh, I just kicked my trash can. All right, let's try that again. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Darkwell Algo, and thanks for joining me on another second part, third, whatever, whichever video you're watching. But thanks for joining me again for an educational series on technical analysis using Thinkorswim. This is pretty much a beginner's guide to setting up your charts, utilizing some studies, some tools out there to give you a jump start on your trading career, or maybe enhance your trading career. I know that a lot of times finding the indicator will help give you the confidence you need to get back into trading. A lot of times, trading is a lot of psychological game, right? So what I'm providing you is some basic tools that any professional could use or a professional could use these tools for outlining support, resistance, potential reversals of direction, just generalized good solid technical analysis. All of these tools that I'm showing you are freely available. These are not the proprietary tools or the proprietary trading strategies that I do have access to and that I do use a lot depending upon the market conditions. All of these that I'm going to be including in my chart, I'll include in the description of this video. And as always, if you find this content useful, make sure you smash the like button. Go ahead and click over on subscribe, and then hit turn notifications on so that you can be notified whenever I release a new video. So today I'm going to be adding what's called the B4 indicator. It was developed by some people over at Use ThinkScript, which is a form of different scripts that you can use for Thinkorswim. This is a culmination of a bunch of different tools. So from MACD to RSI to stochastic to Bollinger Bands to price action, right? So what this tool does is it combines a lot of different studies into one study, which is great. It's also very visual, so people who are just learning to do technical analysis or just learning to trade in the stock market, this is a very visual indicator. It gives you very clean signals, very crisp, very clear, almost very simplistic 1, 2, 3 type of strategy. So there's a couple of different nuances with this study, and I'll include a link inside the study itself. There's a link to the official post on it, so if you'd like to read up more on it. So essentially, let's just add the study and then we'll get into a little bit after that. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do, if you don't already have the grid that I'm going to share, I actually think it's probably better if I just share the study itself as well as the grid. You want to go over and click on studies, as we learned in our last video. Click on edit studies, go over here and search. I try to label everything dark pool something or another so that you can easily remember it. Click on Darkwell Algo B4, and go ahead and click apply. What that's going to do is it's going to drop it as a lower study, and then we would hit OK. So one thing I want to do here while I have you guys' attention is I really do not like this lower volume. So let me show you how I get rid of that. Click on the gear icon. You want to click over on your equities and see how it says show volume subgraph. You want to make sure that is selected. Then under general, click overlap volume. Go ahead and click apply. That throws your volume on the background of your main upper screen. I like to change the appearance of that simply because I don't like that blue color. I actually like it to be a little bit darker, and as we learned in our last video, you can click on the color, click on more, and it pulls up a nice color palette. Again, this is a little light, yeah. So let's go ahead and make this a little darker. You can go ahead and click OK and apply. That looks a little bit better, right? I like to see that. So we're going to go ahead and click apply. Now, if you've noticed, a couple things happened right here, right? You're like, whoa, where'd your candles go? They all disappeared. Well, you're right, because two things happened. We moved the volume up to the main chart, kind of as a background so that you can see. This B4 indicator, I'm going to go ahead and expand it. As you can see here, I'm going to throw up futures just so that we can get some good, consistent data to use. All right. Let me clear off some of this stuff because we don't need it any longer. So that's under futures, show volume subgraph. That's great. Edit studies. We've got our open interests. It's up on the daily. I'm just going to go ahead and turn that off for a second. You may or may not have this. That's an easy way to show the study or not. I hit apply, hit OK. All right, so we've got kind of a clean chart. I'm going to remove all my old drawings. All right, now you can see a nice green uptrend, right? Price action's riding the 8. Things are great. Let me just check the stream. Okay, so the video is not really showing these candles. I apologize. I thought I had all this ready to go. Let me just go ahead and fill the candle color. Hit apply. Okay. Now y'all can see this light gray. So we've got red to light gray to green. These colors match up if you look below with the MACD histogram underneath. It is a setting that is available in this B4 scan, or excuse me, this B4 lower study. I want to go through some of the settings that are available on this, but first of all, I wanted to go through some of the different nuances of this study. So you've got the MACD histogram here below. You've got the MACD trend line here that you can see. So this is the MACD dotted line. It is in sync with the color of the histogram. So the premise behind that is if it's red, obviously you can go short. It's not a good buy signal, right? As we're going to gray, it's more of a neutral. As we get into the greens, it's obviously a nice uptrend. So again, I am not the developer of this. I'm not a super, I use it. It works really well. So this band that you see here, this is the Bollinger Bands. So when those are contracted, they show an area of consolidation or a point of equilibrium, right? These levels are often areas of supply and demand or support and resistance, right? So they're when they're contracted, right? So this area here, as you can see, the Bollinger Bands are contracted in this area. I'm just going to mark this up a little bit. So they're contracted in this area, and if we were to pull this up here, you can see that we've got some consolidation going on with our price action, right? So when this Bollinger Band is tight and the MACD, let me just remove this drawing. So when these Bollinger Bands, I'm going to actually bring this up a little bit more and zoom in so everybody can see. This is the area that I'm referencing here. Let me just see the best way to visualize this for everybody. So we're going to look from here to this level here. Probably right in here. So in between the two purple, and in between these two purple lines is the area that I'm talking about currently, right? So when this Bollinger Band is tight and this MACD dotted line crosses over the top band, right? It's typically a strong move to the upside, as you can see here. This area, this dotted line crossed over the upper Bollinger Band while it was contracted, and there was a nice upward move that occurred at that point. It's also further indicated by this little arrow that you can see here that it signifies a buy signal. This green dotted line is the, I'm gonna mess it up, M80X. I'm not super familiar with what M80X is. I will be doing a video once I become well versed in it. I don't want to provide you with inaccurate information and then you're gonna be like, yo dude, what are you doing? No, I'd rather we'll just leave it off for right now, okay? All right, so a lot of people may want to enter a position, right, when that dotted line crosses above the Bollinger Band, upper, lower, or middle. For example, moving on down the road, let me just auto zoom this out a little bit, see if I can find a good shorter position, like right here. Okay, the area of interest that we're going to be speaking about right now is, this video is going to be a little bit longer. All right, I don't want it to be super long though. From here, let's just say from here to here, right? So with that strategy, some people may want to enter into position when this MACD dotted line crosses the upper, middle, or lower Bollinger Band. So if we're crossing from the top down, obviously it would be a good opportunity to short, right? So real quick, some more of the indicator options that you can use here. I'm trying to keep these videos short and sweet and concise for y'all. Lots of input options. I like to show this MACD cloud. You click yes, you hit apply. All right, that shows you the MACD cloud. When there's yellow on those clouds, you've got Bollinger Band squeeze. That is a trading strategy. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I really like this RSM cloud, which stands for RSI, stochastic, and MACD. It's a culmination, right? And the cloud in this background, they're confluent combinations of the RSI, the stochastic, and the MACD, right? That's why it's referred to as RSM, right? When these signals are confluent, they're going to be either red or green by default. And when they're not in agreement or they're fighting, they're going to be just light gray, right? So as you can see here, right? Pretty nice little signal. I'm going to just move this off to the side. As you can see, things line up pretty well with what's going on with price action. Now, if you don't like those candles that color, let me just go ahead and zoom this out so y'all can see what's going on and find a good up and down move, right? So as you can see, the cloud is in confluence with the candles above, right? So we go from this dark, there's no color, to this green, right? You know, so from red, no color, to green. As you can see in this example, in our example over here, again with the purple lines, we're neutral, right? Essentially consolidating. The MACD is decreasing, right? And then it's neutral and increasing. And so what we've got is kind of this 1, 2, 3 setup where we've got Bollinger Band squeeze, highlighted by, is indicated by the yellow. We've got compression of the Bollinger Bands. We've got the dotted MACD line crossing over the upper Bollinger Bands. And we've got a signal firing. That 1, 2, 3 strategy, if we were to take a trade with our stacked EMAs, right, price action breaks out of consolidation. If we were to enter long there, we would have had a nice little run, right? Obviously, until you entered your exit strategy. We'll get into those later. So other things that you can do with this lower level indicator, you can obviously adjust your MACD settings, your RSI settings, right? Your look back periods. You can set some alerts, or if the MACD crosses from above, from above the MACD cross from above to below, right? Alerts will happen with that. To change the bar color, you can do a Fibonacci super trend. We'll get into that later, or this RSM cloud. I personally prefer none. I'll go ahead and click apply on that. Click OK on that. Let me reset my chart. And what we've done here is we've gone back to our normally colored candles. Some people visually may like to keep those on. I have to keep my candles visible for streaming. So that's it in a nutshell. When you get the study, when you get it installed, if you ever have any questions about the study, just go click Edit Studies. Click on this little scroll here. When you click on that, that opens the study up as in an editor. This top notes section gives you a little bit more information about the service and where you can find more specific instruction on the indicator itself. The B4 group has a Discord channel where they provide tremendous support about the B4 indicator. They provide generalized education. They do also offer a premium service, which includes a couple of additional indicators and some strategies, as well as some alerts and signals such as that. I do not have access to that, so I can't really comment on the quality of that service, but it is available in there. And this is a great general professional or beginner setup to how to trade stocks, right? You've got some really powerful tools in here that can be used. And that's it, man. Thanks for joining me. I tried to keep it short. We're at about 15 minutes. Again, my name is Darkpool Algo. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, make sure you hit me up in the comments section below, and make sure you smash that like button. Go ahead and turn on comments and subscribe to the video. I'll talk to you soon.